I think you broke Illyria.
I think so.
I'm so mad.
He's dead.
Oh, God.
I mean, you really wanted to kill him, right?
Yeah, I mean, fuck it, whatever. Honestly, there's nothing fancy to do here. She just fucking shot him.
Gonna make up through his eye, not his brains, you know.
So at the last second, he turns around to see his old
She was aiming for his shoulder and caught his throat by mistake. I don't even know.
standing there.
And somehow it lands at your feet.
Believing he has little chance left, he sees the arrow coming directly at him towards his shoulder, and he leans to the side to take the arrow directly into his throat, and he falls dead. I will say, assuming you have questions of the like, he is currently bleeding out at this time.
Yay!
So if you want to ask only a brief set of questions or a brief communication with him, I could say he's still more or less conscious. But
So
died.
she's gonna kneel down next to him and ask why. That's like a why everything. Why me? Why my sister? Why this kind of deal? Just why?
He begins kind of choking up blood. He says, "It was simple. You were in the way. You knew too much, and your sister was an easy target. They believed her to be you, so I simply took her out of the equation. With that, they all believed me. There are larger things at play than you and I, as I'm sure you'll all soon see." He continues choking up blood.
So she's gonna lean in and whisper in his ear, "I hope you burn in hell," and pull her arrow out of his throat.
As
Ooh,
you're pulling the arrow
Like-
out, he
that's
lets out a
sick.
small grin and he says, "I'll be seeing you there shortly."
Really? The motherfucker has to get the last word. Whatever. I'm gonna
Sounds
leave
just
him
like a
for it
drow.
till he's dead.
Just kick him. So,
So,
by any
I'm gonna-
chance, did you ask him if he was the Black Spider?
I'm gonna look at Lyria and go, "You knew him?"
He was my mentor.
And Cassie was a bit shocked. Why he's your mentor?
Oh, sorry, what?
Valeria, why he was your mentor?
He was?
Well, that's what you said.
Yeah.
But why did he do such a thing? Do such a thing, like terrible things like that, especially your sister.
He was a traitor.
That's awful. I'm really sorry what happened to your sister.
Can I loot his body now?
Adrian, you need to calm down.
Only if you manage to fight off the dog who's trying to do it first.
The dog? What?
Look at Moochie's camera.
Oh, Bobby!
She's hyper.
The dog is totally trying to loot the body.
I love when dogs rub their faces on you. It's like my favorite thing.
My other dog doesn't approve. I would like to go into the room and see if there's anything worth getting in this room.
Yeah, we're
back
gonna
here.
start searching everything.
One second. Checking out all the shenanigans he's got on his body.
Hey, that's the other side, up that bridge.
Yes.
Before everybody gets back, I'd like to loot the room and then pile it up on the desk.
Like you have a say in this part.
You weren't here. You guys were off talking to Illyria. I was still in the room.
I'm in the room now, okay?
No. You came running in here like a bat out of hell. That doesn't count.
It just counted.
No,
I just went back to stairs because I'm scared of those clips.
I was
So
gonna
I went
whisper
back.
Zen, but he was being all like intense with his conversation, so didn't want to interrupt him.
Whatever, I don't want to hear it.
Whatever. I'm not trying to take anything. I'm just putting it on a pile. I'm like, oh,
I'm
this
gonna
looks
check
good.
this, like-
Hey, uh-huh.
I want to check this
Alright.
like 3-day-old bugbear. And then
So
kick it off
that's
the.
Holy shit.
what you find on Nesnar's body.
You're damn right. Okay.
How come she always
Okay.
gets the keys? No.
I'll add no. We're all here looting the body.
No, I'm
Yes,
looting the
you
body.
are all
You
in
all
the
walked away.
I was standing right
Okay,
here next to you
I'll
since you're looting
say
the body.
I left
You-
her to her
You
mentor.
were right here, Ben. Don't pull that shit.
I am curious what would happen if I touched an obsidian gemstone, though. I just want to touch it, see what happens.
Oh,
Y'all
being that
motherfuckers
tiefling
need to
in
get
the
up
room.
out of
Says
my
the
face.
woman in the other room.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Oh,
I said it was her.
where-
I'm not touching it. I don't know.
Where are
I'm
you
just
at?
telling her.
Are you in the room? Or are you over there?
I'm in the room. I'm
Alright,
on
so
the
Gravender, you find 3 pieces of silver on the corpse of that bugbear.
Okay, I'm taking those 3 pieces of silver and I'm kicking that shit down to the chasm.
And it falls
Not forever, but
dark into the distance.
Actually, it falls forever. Rom somehow
Forever.
magically fell 200 feet.
what kind of
Rom
armor does Nesnar have on? Does he have anything good?
has
What about the daggers?
Okay, so Illyria, am I taking this and putting it in the group loot, or are you like pocketing stuff?
I'm keeping the potion and the key and the obsidian, but she would have handed over the cash and the mug.
so he's wearing studded leather that seems to have the kind of faint green glow as if it were put into that fire.
Oh,
forge
okay.
spells.
The forge, not like anything
Because
specially. Okay.
of a
And
halfling.
is the shit still on his weapons?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so she's gonna take his weapons as well,
All right.
just so that they can be inspected. We can figure out what's on it.
Okey-doke.
Ah, I forget about that.
And then when she's done taking everything of value, he doesn't have any like papers or notes or anything on him.
He does not.
Okay, so when she's sure that she's stripped everything of value off the body, she's just gonna stand up and spit on his corpse
Okay.
and then walk away. And she'll
I want to
alone-
see what's on this
volunteer.
doppelganger. Probably nothing, but I'm curious. Unless Lothar already got it all first.
I don't know.
Lothar, you said you were pillaging all the bugbears?
I was gonna pillage the room while everybody was gone and pile it up on the table that I pushed Nesner against.
Okay.
Anything that was of worth.
That doppelganger had like gauntlets on or something, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
No, that was the
Uh,
big bugbear.
A large bugbear.
Oh,
Lothar,
okay.
you find a total of 35 silver pieces among the bugbears. And on the larger bugbear, here's a thing, stuff.
So, what else should we doing? Since we just finally saw the entire cave, especially
Actually, we
on the
have
other side.
Entire cave.
There's still more cave.
There's plenty of cave.
No, I mean the area inside this cave.
Well, I want to take a look at that locked door.
Lothar, the gauntlets you find are those. Let's pull them off of the bugbear.
Ooh.
you guys pile up around these doors.
Oh damn!
I will hold on to those for a second.
I will fight somebody for those.
You don't even
Don't tell her you have them.
You don't even know.
Right,
Do
so
you
you
think
guys come up to
Standing right
this
next to you. You know I know.
door.
No, I'm actually
yeah, I
not
wanna-
right there. I'm over here with the bugbears, I guess.
I want to investigate this door.
There was nothing on the doppelganger.
Does the key that I picked up fit in the lock on this door?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so I'm gonna check the door for traps first,
All right.
and then unlock it.
All right. So this is but another kind of older, crappier door, much like the rest of the mine, and it does not appear to be trapped.
Man, y'all need to stop crowding me up in my shit.
As the door explodes and kills everyone around Illyria.
I'm behind her, so I get 3/4 covered.
All right. So upon opening the door, you find dusty draperies adorning the walls of this room, which also contains a bed and a brazier. And a badly disheveled dwarf lies bound and unconscious on the stone-cold floor.
Does it appear that there might be any hidden compartments in the room containing treasure?
It does not.
Okay, so Illyria's
seems
gonna
that-
leave.
Anything worthwhile or of value in this room that may have been in this room at some point was removed, as it's now currently being used as a kind of makeshift jail.
Okay,
I'm checking
yeah,
on the door.
she doesn't care about him, so we come back out here.
What if we get paid for them?
Well,
So
that's
this
fine.
dwarf looks very similar in appearance to the dwarf you saw in the larger room just over here with all the columns.
Mhm.
Except this dwarf appears to be very badly beaten, unconscious, tied up.
Is he like bleeding out? Does he look on the brink of death, or just badly beaten?
He looks badly beaten.
Okay. In that case, I want to, I guess, make a medicine check. I think I have a healer's kit. Yep, I've got a healer's kit, so I would
Alright.
like to make a medicine check and try to,
Okay.
like, bandage him somewhat.
Okay. So he begins to stir and open his eyes as bandages are being applied to some of his worst wounds. And he gives you a very confused look on opening his eyes and seeing a blue dragonborn standing over him, along with a half-elf standing at the foot of the bed he's tied up to. He says, What's going on?
Your brother sent us.
Nundro?
No, the other one.
Gundren.
Gundren?
Gundren.
Yes,
I'm
Gundren.
not there. Don't listen to me.
Bless his heart. The drow. Have you dealt with him?
We have.
Doggy.
His
was-
minions?
At least the minions that were with him have been dealt with.
Bugbears?
I don't know about the rest of the.
Yes.
Yes, all the bugbears we have found are dead.
You have my thanks, friends. Please untie me.
I'll pull my dagger out and cut his bindings on his feet.
Untie him.
Sits up. It's a very long, over-elaborated stretching of his hands, wrists, being free for the first time. Says, What's the plan for getting out of here?
My plan is to leave as soon as possible.
Out the front door.
Well, then, I don't want to be stopping you. Let's get out of here.
Okay.
And before we leave, I'm gonna go back and get Nesnar's body.
All right.
Bring it with me.
Okay.
And do what with?
Basically,
you want to know?
show it off. Let people know that the black spider's gone. Assuming this was in fact the black spider.
So I'll tell the dwarf, follow these two lovely
Um,
ladies.
Before we go, was there anything of import on this table? Any paperwork, notes, stuff in general? Oh, and I want to pry the emeralds off the statue. Forgot about that.
Oh god.
So the table is currently strewn with notes and maps showing what appears to be Nesnar's efforts at exploring the mine so far.
Okay, so taking all of that, gonna gather it all up and shove it in her pack, and then
All
go
right.
for the emerald.
I would like to finally inspect my wounds.
Roll me a medicine check for that.
I'll walk with Gravender to go get the evildoer Nesnar, because I didn't actually see him die.
Tell me what's wrong with me.
All right. So Mushi, it appears that whatever substance slashed into your arms and gut seemed to be coated. The blades seem to be coated with a substance that acted kind of like a blood thinner, as if it would do the opposite of a coagulant, in that it would keep the wounds flowing with blood in order to prevent the wounds from closing up on their own. And knowing what you know about this sort of substance, it would require some sort of magical healing to stop it.
So I'm still bleeding technically?
No, you got magical healing.
Okay, good. It's like, wait a second.
Magical healing.
All right, so Illyria,
When I
as
start that bleeding, I need magical healing. Magical healing. All right, sorry.
all right, so Illyria, go ahead and roll me a strength check.
Can I borrow those gauntlets first?
You don't know I have them.
But assuming I saw them.
You didn't see where they went.
Ah, damn you.
Ben, if you're talking,
Oh.
you might be muted.
God damn it.
Y'all missed my singing.
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
When she started with the magical healing, I started with the "I wanna heal you up."
Oh, you went with Color Me Bad. That's a
all
good
night."
one.
Why is it that I make a bard
make
now,
the
everybody wants to
bleeding
sing?
stop.
What is it?
Dude,
Because you're
I've
not
been
doing it.
singing.
You just
I've
never
sung
I
Notice
noticed
have
it
been
start.
singing. What are you talking about? I don't have to sing the whole time.
So,
So
seeing me
Illyria,
struggling with these fucking rubies, do you want to offer your gauntlets that I
you
can
make
borrow
your
them?
way at you and begin pulling and trying to pry these gems out of the statue's eye sockets, but they don't want to budge.
Can I pull
Yeah,
out a
I-
dagger for leverage and try again?
I see her doing this, so I come over to try to help.
All right, Bender, go ahead and roll, or Illyria, go ahead and roll me a check with advantage.
Okay.
Now that
Does
Bender
anybody have a crowbar?
20.
All right. So with that, the gem pops out of place, and the entire cavern begins to shake and rumble.
Oh, I knew
Oh
Huge.
shit.
The ceiling starts to collapse within the room.
We gotta
Haven't
get
you
the
ever seen
ladder.
Aladdin?
Illyria and Bender both roll me dexterity saves.
Way to go.
Nice. I'm about to die. One dead Gerbender.
Sorry, Ben.
You're greedy.
He came over to help me.
It's your
I'm
fault.
just playing true to my
That's gonna
character.
All
I
right.
would like to go and use my healer's pack on him.
So before you do that, the ceiling seems to collapse on the two of them, and they both take 21 points of damage
Shit.
What?
as the roof of
Oh,
this
it's
cavern
down.
just falls.
Oh. We need to get out of. We need to get out of here.
Is Gerbender down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's a question for you. What constitutes insta-death?
I
Uh,
believe that's negative your full hit points.
Well, old editions used to be half. Well, your bloodied value.
5th edition, I believe it's full.
Is it full?
Yeah,
Yeah.
negative
Wow.
full hit points.
That's a really safe.
Well, it's
roll.
like insta-death if you get hit while you're down, though, so I feel like it's a fair trade.
Well,
Getting hit while you're down counts as 2 deaths.
it's 2 death saving throws, but it's not like instant. Like your character's done. You still have a chance.
So where would that be?
Probably under
Death?
196, damage and healing. I don't think there's a death section.
There should be a death section. There's enough of it.
197.
How to die.
How to die.
Yeah, I thought it would
are a
be.
big
Death
one.
saving throws, death domains, death. Instant death, 197. It told you it was in the book.
So when
Okay.
damage reduces you to 0 hit points and there's damage remaining, you die if the remaining damage equals or exceeds your hit point maximum.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm only mostly dead.
How bad would it have been if Gravender survived all of that?
I
He
would have
came
felt
over to
so
help
bad.
Illyrio with the gems in the statue's eyes, and that's what killed him.
I would have
We-
felt so bad.
We would bury him with the gems on his eyes.
No, we wouldn't.
No, we wouldn't.
So,
I
well-
would like to try and do the medicine thing on him, though, now that the ceiling fell through and everything.
that'll
Illyrio,
just
go
bring him
ahead
to
and roll
0,
me an
right? That'll
intelligence
just
check
stabilize
as
him?
you're trying to get an idea of how much this
Drag him.
gemstone is worth. All right.
Ooh.
So you can see that while the emerald eyes appear to be extremely valuable, after inspecting them a lot more closely, you see that they are made of worthless glass.
Oh,
Just clever fakes.
wow.
Oh,
That is some shit.
dang.
Whatever. Amazing healing potion on Gravender.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So we
That
we
works.
lost.
4 plus 2.
So we lost Gravender.
No.
Do I roll it or does he? Doesn't matter.
We'll say he can.
Go ahead, Ben.
That just guarantees I'm gonna get crap rolls.
Alright, then I'll do it for you.
So we still need to get out of here, or
Yeah, we're going.
Gravender is buried under
See,
something.
look at that.
Alright, take mine.
Eh. and I cried, Gravender, Gravender.
You should go
Okay.
ahead and roll me a medicine check, because you did say you wanted to do that.
I was ready, okay? Woo!
All right,
Oh,
so
wow. We needed you last week.
Gravender, add 1 to that, because
Add
you
one?
first became conscious, and then you got healed by a potion.
She gave you
Okay.
a band-aid.
So as soon as I
Really
wake up,
nice Band-Aid.
And
Oh, 'cause-
Cassie,
this happened pretty quick, didn't it?
Very quick.
Okay, so I'm gonna like look around and go, ow.
You have more health than when you started.
It is true. You have more health than when you.
So you're welcome, I guess.
We really helped you, okay?
Can you
Really?
guys get the rest
Really,
of these
I
rocks
helped
off
you.
me?
I would, but I have a -2 to strength, so.
Oh, but
You're
it's funny
probably
because you have these gauntlets that add 19.
First of all,
Not that I know
none of
about
you
it.
guys know, and secondly, you have to be attuned to the item in order to get 19, so it would take at least an hour. Just saying.
We could sit
That one
around.
does require attunement.
I'm pretty sure it does. It's
Most magical items
most
do.
magic items do.
What? You're so needy today.
Not these ones.
What breed
Oh,
is that?
Son of a. Alright. I'll slip them on and I'll walk over and I'll start just heaving rocks. Fucking crazy.
So Silver comes up from the hallway with Nesnar's body, and he drops Nesnar and just kind of says, "What the hell happened in here?"
Ah!
Illyrian's gonna like sleight of hand the gem behind her, like out of the way.
Oh, the piece of glass?
It just fell on us.
They're shiny.
I mean, there's still another in the other eye socket of the statue.
Oh yes, yes. Let's just fucking do
That one might be good.
Okay, so they've gotten the rocks off of me now. I'm gonna go over here.
Yeah, am I unrocked? Yeah.
Oh yes, yes. I will unrock you as well.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
But
Okay.
I'm sorry. I need to
Before we-
recapture the gravitas. We just killed
Before
my
we
mentor.
leave, I'm going to take, I guess, a few minutes. Oh, thank you, Cassie.
No.
I hook her back,
Yeah.
and I'm going to take a few minutes and do a ritual to cast.
Oh,
Click the
God.
button.
Roll 20. Oh wow, that was weird.
Yeah.
I now have Tensor's floating disc.
Right.
So I'm going to put Esnar's body on the disc.
I could have
It's
just
just gonna
carried
follow
him. I mean, got 19 strength now. I mean, come on.
Alright. You are now carrying Esnar's dead body on this floating disc.
Okay. Now I'm ready to leave.
Me too.
Wait, why are you taking the body?
Because someone may want proof that it's actually dead.
That
Need the
lady, the lady that Dylan went to get his gunpowder wanted to see the black spider dead, and I think she was willing to pay like triple the fine for it.
So let's just take his head and spare all the trouble.
Last time we did that, people didn't believe us, and they thought I was a fucking bugbear or Rom was a bugbear.
Let's just take the body.
Take the body. You can burn
Yeah.
it and do whatever you want to afterwards. I mean,
And actually, we could get back to a temple and you could talk to its dead spirit.
Ah,
you can go to a
not that
necromancer and
that
have him
goes
raise
wrong.
him, and then you could kill him again.
All these sound
Over
like
and
really
And
bad
over
ideas.
and over and over again if you want.
Okay.
But that is beyond the point. Let us get out of here.
Yeah, I'd like
Yes.
to leave now.
Yeah, I want to leave. Like, I'm tired stuck in a cave.
Okay.
Oh,
Which way
so-
are we going?
Should we
I plan on
maybe rest before we try and leave the cave in case we run into anything else?
Oh god, roll
We
20.
have a door with a locked key.
It's an old shitty door though.
Yeah, but we have rocks we can pile in front of it.
I can move them. I could do
I don't
that.
know.
Do we want to rest up first or just go?
I mean,
I just want to go.
Let's just get
we
out of
are
here as
all
fast
at
as we
very
can.
poor health.
All right, let's just go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to take the most direct path out.
I'm
Exit of the mine.
Yes.
And I'll.
Are you just gonna move us, or do you want us to?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go maps.
Yeah.
Because you
Because
guys,
we chased that bugbear all the way here. There was nothing that jumped out at us. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
you guys make it down over the hills, down the mountains, and crossing several plains as the sun sets in the distance, and you guys begin to crest the hill, and you can make out the familiar placards, buildings that you've come to recognize as Phandelver. And with that, here, party is back in town.
Woo. I now have almost the perfect character.
It's dark.
It's night.
Kind of dark. Oh, that's right.
Oh, I can see at night. Yay!
I can't. Just only like a tiny
Poor
light.
Kelsey.
I grab onto your shoulder so I can lead you through town.
Okay.
And I'll make sure to be in step with you guys.
are we taking the corpse to the tavern?
I don't know where we're taking the corpse.
Isn't that Red Brand still in the tavern?
Yeah,
I
whatever
think they
happened to the prisoner?
I think they dispatched him.
Oh.
I
It's gonna
think
be
they
funny
got
if
rid
he
of
saw his dead boss.
My plan is to put the. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and cast light on myself so I have more light. And I'm gonna glow the same color blue as my scales.
Ooh.
Yay.
Shiny. I'm assuming we're all following you. So.
Yes.
Illyria is sticking with the corpse.
Well, the corpse.
Or-
Assuming I've stopped
It's
to
on the
like
disc.
keep
Follow.
the disc up. It just
Yeah.
follows me 20 feet behind. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm sticking with you because you have the disc and the corpse.
And I will stay kind of like everywhere. Making
Look
sure
at her.
that I see all the details for
Where are you going?
I'm
inspiration.
gonna go to Rom's tree. I'm gonna take out some rope, and I'm gonna hang the corpse from the tree.
Oh, you're
Okay.
gonna mess up a sacred tree. I see how it is.
Go ahead and remove the rope from your inventory. Do that successfully.
Oh, and I got left behind.
And
I was drinking.
as you're kind of tying off the knot against the trunk of the tree, as the body's kind of swinging in the branches, Nundro is going to spit at the ground and say, "Got what he deserved."
Is it safe
Not
having
enough
like
of
our enemy's body swinging around where someone else might be able to come and resurrect it?
No, not smart.
Well,
You're safe.
Illyria is going to be sitting right here as
Oh,
long
okay.
as the body's tied in the
I
tree.
thought they were like hanging it from the tree, you know, like in
Yes.
old Western movies.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
hanging
exactly.
From the
Yeah.
neck.
No, he's
Oh,
he's
That's
lynching
exactly
the
what I'm
dead
doing.
body. Yes.
oh, okay. So,
That's why
making a
Illyria
point.
is keeping vigil up against the tavern wall.
Once I've done that, I'm going inside, and I'm gonna look at Gundren. Say, Gundren, you may want to come out here.
And seeing you walking in alone, he gets a very solemn look upon his face and reluctantly pushes his chair out and begrudgingly steps towards you.
I'm gonna step back outside the door.
And he spies his brother standing next to Sildar and shoves past Cassie, Anchor Bender, and runs to his brother and embraces him in a little dwarven hug.
it's sad because his third brother's dead.
He's happy that his other brother is alive, so
We saved half of his brothers.
that's one more
We're
than I
the
thought we would.
50-50 group.
And Gundren's gonna look around at each of you and he's gonna say, I can't thank you enough for what you've done here. Did you make the bastards pay for what they did to us?
I'm just gonna kind of look at the
Point
tree.
to the tree.
So is Cassie.
I'll speak up and I'll say, yes, we dropped the ceiling on them.
I don't know what you mean by that.
We
Good.
caused a cave-in on
Gundren's
their
gonna take a
bodies.
step towards the hanging body, spit at the ground, say, fucker got what he deserved.
Sound like
Come back
someone I
over to
know.
his brother.
I'm gonna walk up to Gundren and say, I believe we have now completed the task you set for us.
Aye, and he puts his hand out for like a handshake. Say, 10% of the mine's profits are now yours, as promised.
Ooh.
We thank you. Now I, for one, for a strong drink and a long rest.
Your drinks and your room are on me.
Yeah.
That goes for all of you.
I will
just-
tip my hat and I will walk into the bar. Well, I'll nod.
Yeah, you're not wearing a hat.
Tug your
I
forelock.
don't. Yes.
You tug on my ponytail.
I need a hat. I need a hat.
He said free drinks, right?
Oh yes.
I'm in. Oh, we have to.
Just
Did we already tell Elsa that her boyfriend died?
I'm going to. Well, I'm pretty sure Elsa already knows that Threx and Rom are no longer with us.
Yeah,
so we came back
because
to town after that.
I
You
wasn't
told-
here. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we came back last week, so
So I wasn't sure if you guys. I was here, but we were like, we barely got to the tavern, and then last week I wasn't here, so I wasn't sure if we told Elsa that her two boyfriends are dead.
Well, the one of them was more of an annoyance than anything, but.
It could have worked out if he didn't flirt with everyone, okay?
He did not flirt with that other lady. That's not his fault. He was being courteous. God.
Anyway, I'm
Terrible.
calling Mushi over to where I'm sitting, and I look at Elsa and I say, "We need 4 fizzbangs."
She has the stupidest grinning smile beaming on her face. She says, "Absolutely." And
I'm going to shake my head.
And I get 2 of them, put them in front of Mushi.
all right. So she begins placing drink after drink upon the counter.
And I drink one a little reluctantly. But after the first 2, I don't even notice the taste anymore.
Actually, Mushi,
You still can't get drunk.
the more you drink, you seem to feel that these drinks are not having any kind of effect on you
oh shit!
whatsoever.
I forgot about that.
So all you get is really the taste, which is awesome.
Oh my god, I forgot
So
about that
Ravenda
too.
kind of keeps handing you drinks, and you kind of keep drinking them,
I'm-
expecting something to happen.
I'm matching her drink for drink.
Oh god, we're gonna have a drunk.
I can drink you under the table, Ben.
Oh, you should make some money.
Ravenda, go ahead and roll me a Constitution save.
Oh no.
Oh. Tiefling who can't get
Say,
As the two people drink for drink.
I've had like 30. No.
Ravenda's starting to get a little tipsy.
like,
I hold another one up and say cheers.
You left Sildar outside, by the way.
cheers.
Sildar,
Oh, I miss Rom. I miss Threx.
meanwhile, Sildar's going to come up to Illyria
Ah, fuck.
and he's going to say, "You have my appreciation for what you did for all of us. The Rockseeker brothers are going to forever be in your debt. If there's anything I can bring you, just let me know if you're choosing to stay out here."
I don't want anything.
Very well. Just know your deeds will go on in legends forever in this town. You have my thanks. He steps away.
How long have, once that
Her lips
conversation
just
is
gonna
done?
curl like a little bit as he's walking away, like disdain. She doesn't give a shit.
So, how long has time passed since that conversation?
Since Sildar and Illyria's conversation,
Yes.
only a couple of moments.
Oh, all right. Well,
What about now?
Man,
no,
I'm totally
I'm gonna order.
rocking on this whole drinking thing.
No, I'm gonna order a like a plate of food, and a glass of water.
All right.
Wow.
Oh, it's starting to hit him.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what I'm actually rolling against. I'd assume 10, but it could be 15 by now.
You'll never know.
The more drinks you take, the higher it goes.
That's what I figured. So
Yeah.
I'm figuring like 4 drinks per save.
Maybe.
So by drink number 6, you're definitely feeling it.
Okay.
And I'm just sitting there getting
As
full off of
Yushi is just
beer.
kind of looking at you very strangely, wondering why you keep handing her these non-alcoholic beverages.
Stop giving me juice, Jesus Christ.
I didn't want your lemonade, Gavender.
Ooh, ouch.
Lemonade?
She don't want that lemonade.
These are fizz bangs. Have
And I
I
take it and I
mentioned
look at mine, and I look
you
at his,
have really
and I'm
pretty
like,
horns?
Kerbender is flirting with Mushi.
what did he
Carpenter's
say?
3
He
sheets to
said,
the
"You
wind.
have really great horns."
Dragons like horns.
I'm gonna take
I do like horns. You have pretty horns.
I'm gonna take my plate of food outside, and I'm gonna come over next to Illyria and just hand the plate to her in the water and say, "Are you gonna be all right?"
I'm fine.
I get 2 more drinks for Gravender.
And Cassie's still eating.
Gurbinder starts singing his favorite drinking song in Draconic.
99 bottles of beer on the wall.
But it's in Draconic.
I'll tell Illyria that that was a very invigorating battle. I'm in awe of your techniques and your abilities. I would like to go and work with you again, if that is all right.
She's just gonna hold up a hand, like, stop talking right now. I don't know you. I still don't trust you. I just want to be alone.
Okay. And I'll walk away, leaving the food and the water.
I forget that you're not Rom sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
It's hard to play an outsider when I
How does
know
he-
Like, I
everybody.
don't want to be an
Oh,
asshole, but I have to.
That's why.
So, Lothar, as you're walking back in, you pass by Halia on her way out,
Ooh.
and she comes around the corner
Jesus fuck.
and sees this body hanging in the trees. Turns to Illyria and says, "Seems you've met him. Congratulations."
She's just gonna shrug, like lift a shoulder, like who gives a fuck.
I guess all it took was a little inspiration to get your group to do what was necessary. I'm glad that my note did the trick.
What note?
The one I left in the shrine.
Did she put an arrow in Rom's head?
She says, if you're interested, there's an organization that could use one's abilities, such as those you possess.
Who's getting talked to here?
Holly is
Me.
talking to Illyria.
Oh, okay.
Says,
She may or may not have put the arrow in Rom's head with the note on it.
she says
We don't
it's
know this.
a bit of a shadow network seeking to expand our influence and power. We consider ourselves a bit of a family. Watch out for each other, as you would watch out for us. Though you would remain the master of your own destiny. For we believe that everyone and everything has a price. We aim to amass wealth, power, and influence. If you find yourself interested, we would be happy to have you join our ranks.
Lyria's gonna stand up and step closer. And she had the note, right? She took the note? Yes, because I read it.
Yeah,
to you
Illyria.
guys. Okay, so she's gonna pull out the note, scan it again, and hold it up and say this was you.
And she's going to pull out her own note and very quickly make out a black spider on the bottom of it. And she says, after you gave me this note, a forgery was easy to make.
I don't like her.
You don't know she's doing it.
I know.
So hard.
So you desecrated the body of one of my companions to provide inspiration that was unnecessary.
Says, you may think it was unnecessary, but if it weren't for my inspiration, that dwarf's brother would not be here today. You were
Illyria-
dropping members of your party left and right. You continued to come back here to rest. If it weren't for me, he, pointing up at the hanging Nesnar, would not be where he is today.
Can we kill her?
So Illyria wants to, like, unarmed combat, kind of like get her in a wrist block and shove her, like, face first into the inn wall
All right.
and lean up and whisper in her ear and say, I have no use for an organization that would treat its potential members like puppets. Come near me or my companions again, and you die.
She says, very well.
And Illyria's just going to hold her there for a second before letting go and stepping back, and is just going to stare her down until she leaves.
She walks around the corner.
And she returns to her vigil.
All right. Meanwhile, back inside, Lothar has challenged her vendor to an arm wrestling match.
And this was after I gave Ben 2 more drinks.
Yes, so Ben is plastered.
As soon as I see, but before he even gets a chance to ask about the arm wrestling, as soon as he walks over, you're a bard. Sing for us. Sing a sad,
That's me.
sing a sad, lonely song. Sing something that about our lost friends.
Oh God, he's one of those drunks.
Oh, Lord.
All right. Hold on. I might have something
Sing
for
us
that
a
one too.
song, you are the bardic man.
No, not that one. It's kind of. Don't even know who that is.
The whole bar collapses in a river of tears.
All right, so I'll go ahead and sing one.
Right.
Now you all know the bards and their songs. When hours have gone by, I'll close my eyes. In a world far away, we may meet again. But now hear my song about the dawn of the night. Hear my bard song. Tomorrow will take us away, far from home. No one will ever know our names, but the bard songs will remain. Tomorrow will take it away. The fear of today, it will be gone due to our magic songs. There's only one song left in my mind. Tales of a brave man who lived far from here. Now the bard songs are over, and it's time to leave. No one should ask you for the name of the one who tells the story. Tomorrow will take us away, far from home. No one will ever know our names, but the bard songs will remain. Tomorrow. Oh, yep, that's it. They cut off the rest of the song.
So the bard, the tavern seems to have quieted down as Lothar sings this solemn song. And as it comes to an end, they all kind of quietly clap.
Except Grabinder, he comes over and gives you a really big hug.
And with my 19 strength, I'll hug him back.
And then Grabinder's going to pass out on the floor.
And I'll ask Elsa, which room is his?
The first door you come to upstairs.
All right, I'll pick him up and take him to his room.
I'll hold his tail up as you drag him.
Yeah,
He would get the same for me.
and Cassie is very tired as well. And even though she might be bloody, all of her clothes because of the stab, and think about change PJs as well. And well, before change of clothes, I'm hitting a hot bath.
So as these thoughts are going through Cassie's mind, you see the short halfling woman you guys recognized from earlier, who lost her son to the attacks of the Red Brands, approaching both Mushi and Cassie. And kind of quietly, she speaks up. Excuse me, Mrs. If you wouldn't mind, I would like to speak with the two of you.
And she nods and gets closer.
And Cassie nods her head too.
You see, I'm one of the many, I used to be one of many members of a widespread group of what used to be wilderness survivalists. And we aim to preserve the natural order and preserving nature, all that comes with it. And you're known for wandering the lands, making homes on the outskirts of towns and villages ourselves, while protecting travelers from the dangers of the wild. We come with the beliefs that natural order should be respected and as well as preserved. And while civilization can be nice, we believe that it should not aim to overtake what has naturally grown over the centuries. And we believe that both civilization and wilderness should not be destroying each other, instead helping those to survive the perils of the wilderness. And I have spoken to several others, and we would be very pleased if you yourselves would wish to become members of the Emerald Enclave.
Yushi looks at her and stops for a moment. And she says, I would have to discuss this with my comrades. But let me get this straight. You just want to preserve the order of nature?
More or less, yes. we have many groups and organizations throughout the wilderness. Many elves, halflings, druids, rangers, and barbarians amongst our ranks. You can find potential allies should your journeys continue outside of Phandelver. You've done so much for our town. It was the least that I could do to speak with others of my own group and ask for your advice.
Miyoshi just puts out her hand and nods, and she says, well, it sounds like a good group to be a part of. However, I would like to be sure it's okay with everyone before we say yes or no.
Very well. Please just think it over. She hands you a small parchment of paper. This
And
information.
she takes it.
Would Lothar know about the Emerald Enclave?
Lothar is currently upstairs with Provender.
Oh, so is Mushi.
Yeah. Damn it, Mushi.
Nah, I held his tail, okay? I didn't leave forever.
So in that case, Lothar, roll me an intelligence check.
Oh, God. Okay. Oh my God.
Yes.
Natural
you have.
16.
You do know what the Emerald Enclave is.
Okay.
It's usually composed of members of such elven cities that have not been kind of welcomed into society, like civilized cities, like still elves that live in the trees, in nature itself.
Okay.
It's a widespread faction, much like the Harpers.
Okay.
That you're on the road.
They wouldn't be in conflict with the Harpers, right?
No, just another organization.
Cool. Because they kind of keep to themselves for the most part.
And Cassie might be a little nervous, but she had to think about it as well for the Emerald Enclave. And Cassie come over to Mushi and in a whisper and ask her, "What do you think?"
And Miyoshi just says, it sounds like a good organization. It's always good to keep nature in check. Or the, circle of life in check, whatever it is. But she says, before we join any organization, we should make sure it's okay with the rest of our group.
Yeah, I might feel the same thing.
And she nods and she says, but for now, I think it's best to take a good night's rest.
Yes.
I'm very tired.
Yes, I'm very tired too.
I'm very undrunk.
And I'm very exhausted.
Very full and very undrunk.
I know. I have to pee. Okay. So, she would like to go shake the... I can't read her name. I'm too zoomed out right now.
Quilleen?
Quilleen, okay. Quilleen, she'd like to shake her hand and she says, we'll be in touch. And then she goes to Elsa and gets her room key. And then she's going to head to bed.
All right.
And do I need the keys as well for my room?
If you're taking a separate room, then yes.
Or
But so far, I believe you and Mushi have kind of been bumping up together.
Okay. And I'm going with Mushi.
Okay.
I don't know which room is ours.
Did you just walk into my room?
I did not. I saw you sleeping there on the floor.
Wait,
Even
you
though-
didn't walk into his room, but you saw him sleeping on the floor?
The door was open. He left the door open.
I
Even
didn't
though-
leave anything open. I was passed out.
Even though Cassie doesn't want to sleep by herself, she don't like to be alone.
You made all of these rooms with only one bed.
Oh.
One of the rooms has a double wide bed.
Okay.
Yeah, the last room down the hall, I think it was.
It's the second to last one.
Yushi, why are you in the middle of a wall?
I'm on the bed.
She just felt like it.
Hey, there's the double bed, Mushi. There it is.
Okay.
There's a double bed. Mushi.
I was there. I wasn't in a wall.
On my screen, you were right
Yeah, on my screen
there.
you were in a wall too.
No, I was right here. I was right here.
So as everyone's going to sleep, I'm going to use prestidigitation to just do a calming tune, just to help everybody rest.
All right.
And I think
Does
it's
it sound
safe
like
to say
ocean
we get
waves?
everything back.
I could make it ocean waves, but I'm pretty sure a very full dragonkin would probably not want to hear ocean waves in the middle of the night.
As this calming tune begins, Illyria, can you go ahead and roll me a perception check? All right.
She
So,
doesn't hear shit.
aside from the occasional swaying of the body that tightens and loosens the ropes, you can hear what sounds like marching coming from the other side of the tavern.
Uh-oh.
Marching?
Like, you would swear it was one step, but every now and then something is just slightly offbeat, as you can hear multiple footsteps, making it a loud, uniform marching
And
Man.
where does it seem to be coming from?
from the other side of the tavern.
Okay, so she's gonna just kind of take a.
She's going to hide.
Yeah, she's being sneaky. You want to still check now, or do you want to tell me when?
Let's go ahead and do that now.
Okay. So she's creeping.
You still have advantage, too. Or, I mean,
Inspiration.
inspiration.
Oh shit!
Be extra sneaky.
Illyria spies numerous individuals
Holy fucking
on
shit!
the other side of this tavern,
Tell me that. I'm trying to
Any-
see.
My god!
all garbed
What
in
the
a
fuck?
very similar uniform, all brandishing what seem to be axes or weapons, all with red metal, all
Oh fuck!
coming towards the direction
Do I recognize the uniform
you do not.
or this person?
What's going on?
We don't know.
You have not seen any of these individuals before.
Shit. Okay, so she's gonna duck back around the corner, haul ass into the tavern.
All right.
Wait,
Um,
is somebody attacking us?
She's gonna run past Sildar and say, "Forces approaching. Gather whoever you can," and then haul upstairs and just like bust into everyone's fucking door. Grbender, wake the fuck up.
He walked away.
Oh, he's so.
Oh shit!
You go to him first, and he's the one that's all passed out.
What? Are we
And you begin shaking Grbender, and he is not waking up.
Can I
Oh,
hear
fuck.
them?
Well, she's not gonna waste time on it. Next room.
I'm here.
Get the fuck up. Get your weapons. Let's go.
Okay, and I'm up. I'm
New
ready.
guy.
I'm not
Weapons.
drunk.
Get the fuck up. Let's go.
Okay.
Okay, okay. Wait,
That's a
wait,
good sign. She came and talked to me.
And then she's just gonna hang out here, like by the corner, and like watch and
wait,
hide.
are you back downstairs? Okay.
I'm
we're
out.
going now.
I'm fucking out. And
I
hiding
was like,
around the
she's
corner.
gone.
In.
Lyria just goes home.
Would that consider as a short rest?
What?
I would say, in addition to the
Not for
kind of
me.
leisurely travels you guys took, I would say yes.
So do
So
we
we can
eventually?
Hit dice.
Did we sleep at all?
You
On the way
did
back.
not.
So we can get hit dice and that's it.
Alright,
Yes.
yes, I'm doing hit dice, and
Oh.
you get a
Doing hit
song
dice.
of rest. You get an
So-
additional 1 HP. Yeah, that's great.
I didn't hear that.
6.
But
Plus-
Did I hear that? Is that something that I?
Oh,
I'd say
if
that was I would say it was from inside,
Oh.
and with your perception check, you did not.
It's
hear
only 1 HP. You're not gonna miss it.
Okay, so I'm at 32. I'm not gonna spend more than 2 hit
Oh,
dice.
we're attack?
Illyria has warned you that forces are approaching.
I am going to stand next to Sildar.
Sildar,
Come
They
the fuck
are-
outside.
currently.
But you didn't tell me
outside.
that. Okay, so we're going outside. Okay, I can go outside.
Is there any
Well,
windows on this side that we can see out of?
There are not.
I
Well,
don't know
I'm
what's
not.
happening.
I'm not fully healed. What's the big deal?
Oh shit. Deal with it.
Oh.
I don't think anyone's fully healed.
I counted,
I
since
I
she's
used
right
my
next to
hit
me,
dice.
and I'm gonna say I counted 18
Where are you guys at? Holy hell.
outside.
What?
I am outside. Oh, there you are. Oh,
Yeah. I'm right here.
Ben, you might be too drunk to
Ben?
get up, but we're gonna get
Illyria ran into your room and tried to wake you up because there's forces approaching.
So, Grubender, go ahead and if you want to spend any hit die for
Oh, shit,
short
really?
rest,
yes.
Yeah,
You
I
get.
counted 18.
You also get 1 additional HP.
As you weren't woken up by the shaking that Illyria was giving you, but you slowly came to after numerous footsteps rushing past your room.
I will be right back. 2 seconds.
All right.
Why?
Seriously? 4? Seriously? Wow.
And you get +1 because Lothar did a song of rest
Yes.
as he was
One.
going to bed.
Since she
Wait,
said
so do I get one too? Because then I'm at full.
yes, you get everybody that was inside
Everybody
the bar.
inside gets +1.
Now I'm full health, guys.
Um,
Not full spells or anything else.
I'm not full. I'm not fully healed. I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm gonna.
Did you spend your hit die, Cassie?
Looks like
Yeah,
she
I
hit.
did.
Yeah,
Did you
so
add
she
that
should
to your health?
So she gets 16, 17, 19, 20, 22. Looks like she gets 22 back.
Okay, I'm back.
I would like to climb the tree to get some elevation.
I'm hidden, right? I
I don't-
stayed hidden.
I am going to ask you, even though you're not really hidden because we're right next to you now. What way are they coming from?
I'm gonna point in the direction, the other side of the tavern over here.
Okay. So I'm going to come to here then.
I wish I could see in the dark further.
I don't see in the dark either.
I can't see them yet either.
I can't see them either.
Well, no,
So-
it's just
They hadn't rounded the corner by the time
Yeah.
I ran back.
My
so.
spells are. I can shoot them very far, but I can't see in the dark. Did you know that you could make Eldritch Blast 600 feet?
Jesus.
Oh,
Because that's what you need. You're often sniping people.
It's like, how are you actually supposed to make a hit from that far away? I mean, you ignore it, so you can see them, but it's like I was reading up on that, and people were saying that you don't even need to take 2 of the what is it, the invocations or a feat, because you're not going to go to a, like, if you go to, like, what do they call them, the adventure leagues, you'll never be in a board big enough to use it, so there's no
Right.
point. It's like 600 feet. That's a lot of squares.
Alright, so Lothar, that one right there is a bush.
Yes.
You got this tree or a tree across the road.
I would like to climb this bush, please.
Across the road, like here.
Like,
Like right.
Yes, I want to be over there. Yes, this is a tree.
this is a tree.
Yes, I would like
You're
to be up in this tree, out of
You're all
longsword range, if I can.
Actually, yeah, before they show up, Illyria wants to. Well, she's gonna, since Gorbender's right here, she's gonna, like, slap him a little in the face to sober him up and just whisper, I counted 18 in uniform. I don't know who they are.
18?
18.
He's sitting there like,
And then she's gonna circle wide and come over to this bush.
As she's doing that,
Uh-oh.
all can hear the words halt being shouted out, and Illyria makes out the woman in the front that she spotted earlier, holding up her hand in a stop command. And one of the women from the back casts a spell of light in the middle of the group.
Yeah, I still have my spell, or I have cast a spell of light on myself since I'm still using it, so.
And you still have that on?
so you're a target.
Yes.
I'm hiding in a bush.
Right.
Well, I still had it on, but if I came outside and it was dark and I couldn't see shit, I would have cast it on myself.
Right. You went to bed with the light on.
He had a nice
He
warm,
didn't
cozy
really
bed
notice.
and everything.
Actually, it is funny that I sat there at the bar glowing blue the entire time. But it would have faded after an hour, so.
Flat.
Okay, so Illyria, you make out Sildar with his weapon drawn and the two Rockseeker brothers on either side of him. Sildar shouts out to the woman in front, "What is your business here?" And she shouts back, "We're here for the Black Spider." Says,
I'm not doing anything.
Can I hear this back here?
"Yes, you can."
Where's it coming from?
From right there.
Okay. I'm gonna start unsteadily making my way that way.
Okay.
Without the body.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
don't take
body's still
body.
hanging on the tree.
Sildar says, "How do you know of this name, the Black Spider?"
Oh, I can hit these guys.
Are you walking off completely?
She shouts back, "We were summoned."
Oh yeah.
Then-
I can hit from here.
Sildar takes a step forward and he says, "Summoned by who?" And she
As
says,
soon as I get there, I'm gonna say, "Are you for or against the Black Spider?"
He's still drunk.
Oh my
and she
God.
looks very questioningly at the glowing blue dragonborn who stumbled up next to Sildar. She says, "We came here to slay him."
Too late.
Too late.
We did it already. He's hanging in the tree.
Oh my god. Oh.
And as he says that, I would like to illuminate. I think I could do that from range. No,
And start
Can I?
singing.
I can start singing, but that's probably not the best idea. I was trying to not give away my position. No. I'd have to go over there and touch the body in order for them to see it. All right, I'm gonna go run over and grab the body.
Don't give
No,
him the body.
just leave it alone.
I'm not gonna get. Okay, fine. I'll be over here and I'm listening to you guys.
Lothar jumps out of his tree and runs back to his
Yes.
bush.
Run back to my bush.
Rom had a tree, Lothar gets a bush.
Yes.
I think Lothar wins that exchange.
Yes.
Alright, she shouts back, "One called Rockseeker wrote us a letter requesting the delegation of Mirabar." Gundren steps forth. He says, "Are you the delegation of Mirabar? If so, then I am Gundren Rockseeker. I summoned your aid. But you're nay too late. The Black Spider's been slain by others."
So we
And
assume.
she kind of puts her hand down and she says, "Well then, I hope you didn't bring us out for nothing," as Gravender begins feeling up one of the guards.
I stumbled into him. I'm gonna look at him and say, "I wish you'd been here about 2 days ago." That would have been really nice. But I'm glad you're here now. You want a drink?
And Shireen, the woman in the front, turns to the Dragonborn who stumbled forward and says, I think after all this distance we've traveled, the least you can do is buy us a drink.
Come, drink.
And with that, they slowly put their weapons back in their sheaths and back on their backs. And Sildar looks visibly relieved.
Is she a drow?
She's not. She's a moon elf.
Oh.
He's now using the side of the tavern for support.
I would like to use a minor illusion to turn Nesner around him into an empty cage.
Okay.
Hanging from the tree.
An empty cage?
Yes.
Like you're hiding the body.
I'm hiding the body.
You want to go ahead and cast that for me?
I will cast it. It says I can do it in a 5-foot cube, so...
Right. So it's
At least we don't have to fight 18 guys yet. I mean, you know, might turn around and screw us, but...
I mean, if they get real close, I'm pretty sure they're going to see that it's maybe got some feet hanging out of the bottom of the cage or something. But depends on how tall he was, but...
Booker Bender's going to stumble back into the inn, look at Elsa and say, we need a lot of physics. More than this many. I'm pretty sure Dragonborn only have like 3 fingers.
You don't have thumbs?
I think it's like 2 fingers and a thumb.
Ew. I guess somebody'd be into that.
Elsa looks at the very obviously drunken Dragonborn,
3 fingers and a thumb.
requesting at least 6 drinks, possibly more.
More than this,
And she says,
which is 8.
pardon me, sir, it may not be my place to say, but I think you'll find your morning a lot more friendly
Oh
if you
no,
forego those
They're-
drinks.
they're not for me. They're not for me.
They're
I'm
for the
going to
voices
bed.
in my head.
They're for other people outside.
You mean your friends?
Yeah, new friends. New friends.
Should we go back in the building or?
That's up to you.
I'm going to maintain my illusion, since it only lasts for 1 minute. I'll maintain it
I'm
until...
still hiding in the bush.
Until
I am waiting
I
right
get
here
a sign from
until
Illyria.
further. Commander the drunk went inside. He's ready.
He's our decoy. Our bard.
Yeah.
So
never.
6 of the individuals step away from the group, while the others stand tall with their guards relatively up. And the woman who was in the front steps towards Gundren and begins to have a conversation with them. Illyria, if you will be a perception check, you can possibly overhear what they're talking about.
Oh my god. Are you serious? I'm like 10 feet away. How can I not hear them?
Wah,
You
wah,
still have
wah.
your
You have inspiration.
inspiration.
But
But
it's
it's
still
a
going
crit
to be...
fail.
It's a crit fail, but even if you got a 6, you're still...
Can I use
11.
the inspiration as
Just out of
advantage?
curiosity, since
I can?
I mean, if he's gonna let you hear it, that's fine. But I thought inspiration like went away after like 30 minutes or
10
something.
minutes.
Yeah.
God damn it. So
And
I
I-
try harder to listen to them.
So they walk by, and you can hear that they're talking, but you can't quite make out what they're talking about.
Oh,
And I'm
Can
gonna
I
sneak
hear?
behind them. Well, I guess I'm not really sneaking. I'm just gonna step out and walk behind them. I'm inviting myself into this conversation and listening in.
I would like to listen as well.
So Yushi and Illyria, go ahead and have a perception.
Ha, this is gonna be bad.
There we go.
So I know Illyria can see me.
I'm right there, though.
Yes.
And I'm gonna do a gesture. Do you want me to cut him down?
You're hiding him, so I'm just gonna like shake my head for now.
Okay. I was gonna figure I can make him into a bush.
Bush.
No bush.
Okay.
Why did you guys hang that bush?
Well, no, I was
Gurvinder's
gonna cut him
No,
down
you're
and
saying
around.
I know.
if you cut him down.
Gurvinder's looking around, realizing no one else came in. So he's gonna walk back outside.
I would rather leave him there and hope that cage illusion works than them seeing you cut down an empty cage that then turns into a bush
But they can't see me.
that you know of.
Because I'm sneaky.
Because I'm sneaky.
Oh, wait. There's a dwarf in there.
So Mushi, you're having a hard time hearing over kind of the heavier armors of several of these individuals. But Illyria, this time having stepped closer, you can make out the Gundren is... You can overhear Gundren talking to this woman who clearly seems to be in charge, that although he may not need them to take care of the Black Spider now, he has another request for them, and that is to bring his brother's body to its final resting place. And if they can, he requests them to also bring the bodies of another adventurer who gave his life so that his brother might
Still
live.
wrong.
Headless wrong.
Not that I know. I don't know. I'm not listening. I can't hear anything.
And
Yeah, and Gurvinder's now leaning very heavily on Mushi.
And I'm like up against the wall, trying not to get squished.
I say, there were more of you. Where did everybody go?
I'm right here with Mushi.
He looks at Yushi and there's 3 of them. Is there more? There was more of you. Where'd they go?
There were less of you.
the dwarven individual standing next to Nundro is going to turn to Nundro and ask, "Is this one of your friends?" Nundro looks back and says, "This man spared my life. I owe him a great deal of gratitude. He may not look the part now, but he must be a fierce warrior to have defeated the Black Spider." The dwarf kind of just gives a little shrug, like, if you say so. And meanwhile,
I'm gonna see the guy he was talking to. I'm gonna go lean on him. Be like, "Come on, I have drinks ready."
as you're stepping closer to the dwarf, you can see a well-dressed woman standing next to the dwarf. Her hand goes towards her own rapier as you step closer to the dwarf and lay hands on him.
I'm not laying hands on him. I'm putting my arm around his shoulder.
Laying hands on his shoulder.
And of course,
And
Gurvinder's too
Yushi
drunk
will
to
step
realize.
forward guardingly, like she doesn't have any weapons to pull out, but watching over in case anything happens. Her turn.
Illyria's got a hand on a dagger, seeing this.
I am
I'm gonna say-
so ready to hit somebody with.
I'm just gonna say, "Come on, let's go." And I'm gonna start trying to like guide him back to into the inn.
As the woman Gundren is talking to looks down at him, says, I suppose that after a few days, once we rest back up, it wouldn't be a problem to make this delivery for you. Because we have business that needs attending to the east anyways." And they continue heading inside.
They're drunk too. Awesome.
They don't fit inside in formation.
I would like to stay outside, kind of keeping my eye on these guys back here that they left.
I'm gonna go over to Elsa and say, "Look, see, people. I didn't make it up."
I'm going inside the building as well, but at the in the corner. I'm kind of nervous.
Okay.
I would like to ask, are you guys joining them?
And they do not respond as they seem very similar to the British Royal Guard. They seem to be standing their ground, not giving you any hint that they heard what you said.
I don't like that.
At this point, I'm going to grab as many of the fizz bangs as I can carry, assuming she actually made any of them.
She made one for you.
Okay, well, I'm going to take it and walk over to the table, and since my dwarf friend sat like all the way over on the other end, I'm just going to put it down to the nearest lady here. And here you go. And I'm going to say, I'm an awesome bartender.
And she looks up at you and she says, "You have my thanks, but I do not partake."
I've already turned around and I've gone back to get more.
And Elsa looks to you and she says, "Now, Phandelver, your drinks were on the house. I heard nothing about your new friends."
I'll like reach into my bag somewhere and pull out like 2 gold pieces.
Oh god.
Very well.
Larry, do
Pockets the 2
something.
gold and begins making more fist bangs.
Nisha's going to lean into Illyria and whisper as quietly as she can. I don't know, do I have to do a roll for that, or can I just get away with it today?
Can I just get away with it?
Can I just get away with it?
Assuming you're leaning in
Tell
close
to
to
murder
her.
everyone in this town. Can I just get away with it?
If you want to get at least 5 feet from her rather than across the table,
Okay,
I'll
well,
say
that was where the
5.
chair was. You know, I was trying to be polite. I was sitting
or
in the
on
chair.
the table.
If I fireball right here, does it kill everyone?
And she's going to whisper, there's still half of them outside. What do you think we should do with them? Like, are we just going to leave them out there, or?
For now, I think everyone of importance is here.
And she nods. Like, okay, if you're okay with it, I'm okay with it.
Illyria's gonna whisper back and tell her to go sit near the other table and listen in there.
And she nods, and she goes up here to grab a drink before coming over here and sitting down. Assuming this one might be alcoholic.
And so Gurbinder has taken all the drinks that got made and he's distributing them to the new table.
Okay.
I know she said she didn't trust Lothar, but she's totally trusting her right now to keep watching the body.
What is... Yeah. It's so double standard with your trust.
No,
So
it's just
Gurbinder-
it's prioritization.
The ramen you is coming out a little bit right now.
No, but she's
Mom
prioritizing
was
the new
not
people over
trustworthy.
the dead body.
Gurbinder, the 4 dwarven individuals at this table look very reluctantly at the glass full of fruit and what you claim to be beverage that you placed in front of them.
I'll be right there. Okay, bye.
It's time
Is
for
it
bed.
bedtime for Gravender?
Yeah,
Yeah, Cassie, well, and myself, I'm feeling tired.
Okay. So, to get all the little important bits out, since we're going a little over time, whoa,
We didn't even take a break this session.
No. Well, we were late starting,
So
so...
I was
True.
totally thinking about taking this body down since nobody's looking and hiding it underneath this broken house.
if that's what you want to do, you absolutely can do that. As you spend your night digging a hole and burying Miznar under this house, as Gurbinder spends his night bartending, Mushi overhears the majority of this conversation at this table going about how, more or less, they're still kind of introducing themselves to each other, as you can assume that they haven't been working together very long. And go ahead and roll me a stealth check, Yuji.
Oh, this is not gonna be good.
Oh,
That's not bad at all. Woo!
Okay. So as you're kind of leaning over and listening to everything being spoken at this table, the dwarf that you rescued only earlier this same night kind of waves you over and asks you to join them at their table.
And she nods and scoots a chair over only as quietly as Rom would in his honor and sits at the end of the table.
I think I moved my chair as loud as I could.
You tried to, but it didn't happen that way.
That's right.
You tried your hardest to, but
Why
it was
did
like
Rom
wax
fail on
floors.
all the good checks, right? I mean, he died. He couldn't even move a chair properly. God, man, what a terrible character.
All right.
And this
so
guy's doing it too.
they go around the table introducing themselves. The first man seems to be robed in somewhat clean garb. He appears to be a blacksmith as he introduces himself as Paramus of the Mirabar delegation, and he is Rundorth's apprentice.
Eye patch guy?
Eye patch guy.
Okay.
Or sorry, that was headband guy.
Headband guy. Okay,
Headband
so
guy.
farthest in the back.
Yes.
Okay.
I will go ahead and make all these like characters available on the wiki for later. Right now, I just have their pictures and names. As next up, the eye patch guy says, he's my apprentice. He's got a lot to learn, but I'll teach him sooner or later. I'm Rundorth. We come far away to slay the black spider. I myself was looking forward to getting my blade wet with blood, but it seems that's going to have to wait. As Moon Elf speaks up, introducing herself as Terrasil, saying that she's a moon elf with silvery moon, that she is a member of the Emerald Enclave, and she has a delivery of magical seeds for the city of Golden Fields. So in order to keep up their production of wheat for the upcoming winter, the finely dressed woman beside her introduces herself as Desenia Noravel, a noble from Waterdeep and a member of the Lord's Alliance. And the older dwarven gentleman with spectacles on his eyes introduces himself as Rul Dinfar. And he tells you that he is a historian transporting his own collection of manuscripts to the city of Waterdeep. And he has volumes of books about missing portions of the dwarven histories. And they would fetch a fine price on the market, but he believes their information to be much more valuable in the hands of the dwarves themselves, and believing them to be relics very similar to Indiana Jones. He believes that they belong in a museum. And he says, and how about yourself, Mr. Steefling?
And she introduces herself as Miyoshi Xanare. And she doesn't give much about her past, but she says, I've recently... What's the name of our group again? 1 second, I gotta find it. I am recently a member of Gladius Vindicta. We are a traveling company who, so far, our only goal has been to take down the Black Spider. And seeing that is successful, we are unsure of where to go. we're questless. And she takes a drink of her beer, not really wanting to talk about herself, and she says, "What brings you all here other than the Black Spider?" I mean, I guess they kind of already said, but
Yeah.
so focusing more on them. Like, how far have you traveled, or just focus more on them? She doesn't want to talk about herself.
You've traveled. It's the older dwarven gentleman, the historian, who speaks up, telling that they've traveled from the far. Various members of them traveled from all over before forming up this delegation of theirs. That he himself has come south from the spine of the world, which is just about as far north on the map as you can get. Others have come from the forest of Silvery Moon and various mountains and cities and towns all along the way. They kind of banded together in the city of Neverwinter. He says, if our commander, the Lady Shireen, the kind of fierce-looking woman over there with the red face paint, would have you, we'd be more than happy to have you join up our delegation. You're a kind of wandering brother.
I don't know what that is. I was trying to set my alarm for tomorrow before I forgot. Something popped up. Sorry, I'm listening.
He says, we're a bit of a wandering brotherhood of sorts. And if our commander, Lady Shireen, would have you, I'm sure we'd be happy to have you join up in our own ranks. Currently, it seems we're to be heading to the east with the Rockseeker's dead brothers and the body of another individual, I'm not sure who.
And Miyushi nods and she says, I have been wanting to travel that way myself. However, it is up to my entire caravan whether we go with you or not.
Okay, well, that's understandable. And Lothar, if you will, roll me a perception check.
Oh,
Oh boy.
hey, I've got a whole +2 to perception.
Oh god.
Got an 11.
Ooh,
All right.
Plus
Luckily
two.
for Lothar, it's a very quiet night out, as he hears a bolt of lightning piercing through the clear night sky, striking almost immediately upon the other side of the tavern,
Like on a tree?
like on a tree.
I want that tree.
Hey, I need it too.
We'll share the tree.
Share the tree.
Do I hear this lightning bolt by any chance?
If it hits the other side of the tavern, I'm pretty sure everybody.
Like where the guards are?
Like where the guards are.
Oh, no.
But I don't know because
I gripped her.
so
But I can hear it, right? So, like, when I go outside hearing a loud noise.
Those inside, roll me a perception check. To see if you can
Please tell me I hear it. No! Seriously. God.
I need to get some like bonus to perception.
Alright, so Illyria, you hear this echoing bolt of thunder strike somewhere nearby.
I have to pee so bad, but I need to know what's happening. It's not cool. But anyways, about the lightning.
You hear a lightning bolt outside. You don't
Does
see
it-
anything still inside. It kind of echoes a little bit in the night air before you hear another lightning bolt just on the other side of the wall.
Do I hear that one?
Okay, at the second one, I'll get up and explore. Or,
The
yeah,
second
check it
one,
out.
yes, you do.
Okay.
Illyria's gonna, like, whisper to Cassie as she passes to keep listening to Gundren and Sildar and Shireen.
I'm really tired.
Sildar,
Sorry.
Sildar and Shireen look very confused at this sound. They both stood up as well, and they are following you outside.
Miyushi notices the commotion and follows.
All right.
Okay. I really want this tree limb.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
So as Illyria comes around the corner, she spies the tree that has been sitting here in kind of the city center continues to be struck by lightning, one after another. The guards that were left out here all have their weapons drawn. They look to be scared and confused about what the heck is going on. As the others who are in the bar are coming out one by one to see what's going on, the tree itself begins to twist and turn and kind of unfurling its ancient wooded knots. And it opens up, and a white bearded individual covered in a robe of leaves steps out. And you guys recognize him as the druid who ran into Thunder Tree.
Oh, Rom's
Did
buddy.
you- I'm sorry.
Yeah, but Rom's dead.
The druid we what?
And Thunder Tree?
It sounded like you said thunder something else. So
Thunder Tree.
I'm sorry. It made
Why
me
you
like
got
He's the guy that gave Rom pot.
It was deep root, deep feet or something. And he kind of stumbles out of the tree, falling to the ground. And Illyria is the first familiar face he says. And he says, we need your help. There is a terrible threat gathering to the east. Savage marauders bring destruction. Monsters are on the prowl, preying on flocks, rampaging through croplands, and attacking homesteads and travelers. In settlements, discord and suspicion grow. Sinister strangers lurk within the shadows, whispering how everything is soon to change. This year brought an unseasonably warm and stormy spring. There are tales spreading of flooding, windstorms, wildfires, and tremors.
she's making a like hurry it up motion with her hand. What's the pay?
So, see, he continues, kind of almost ignoring you, as he says, servants with malevolence gather within the somber hills and spy on the Desert Valley. Drawn by a force they cannot explain, dabbling in dangerous laws, these fanatics seek to unleash destructive power everywhere. They are further along in their plans than most would realize.
What's the pay?
Says, the pay is riches beyond that you could comprehend.
Mm,
Gotta
sounds like a
love that
scam.
But there are 4 mighty prophets, all wielding their own keys to the doors of destruction. The first is a queen, speaking with the voice of another, no louder than a whisper to her noblest of subjects. Her ranks have quickly been filled with initiates hopelessly devoted to her. For with her blessing she grants dominions over the clouds themselves to those she favors. She is an Avarial, and if Illyria can roll me a history check.
Heyo.
So,
Natural 20.
an Avarial is a mythical creature. Very similar to saying that you saw a unicorn in real life. That's kind of the equivalent of what he's saying here. It's basically something from fairy tales as a winged elf. Like it's talked about in children's fairy tales but not something that's real.
And he said that's what the queen
He
is?
said that's what the queen is.
Uh-huh. Leary is going to look highly skeptical.
You do not believe me in your own payment with the decadence she drowns herself with. While none can deny the queen's grace, she also possesses a violent temper to be revealed whenever she's denied what she wants. She may not see herself as evil. She lacks the capacity to empathize with anyone else. Seeing those who worship her and please her as good, and those who would defy her as wicked and needing to be punished. The next is a disgraced son of a noble who delights in petrifying his foes with fear, particularly those of great physical beauty, before crushing their remains to rubble. He's a vain and cruel individual, an extreme narcissist who delights in surrounding himself with objects of beauty and luxurious comforts. But beneath this sneering self-assurance lies a bitter being who loathes himself and holds everyone around him in contempt. He began his first life as a human aristocrat, born into a wealthy family in Waterdeep, but he squandered his family's wealth on endless self-indulgence, seeking more questionable forms of entertainment through the years. His estate became known as a place of outrageous masquerades, bizarre banquets, and grotesque orgies. He required his guests to don ugly or monstrous masks made of solid gold in order to assure that no one's beauty would outshine his own. Bye, Ben!
Night, guys.
Oh, night.
Bye.
Are we going to reach a stopping point in like the next 8 minutes? Because I have to go too.
Yes.
I'm
11 is as late as I
As soon as he finishes his ramblings.
can. Okay.
Ramble on.
Ramble on.
So no one's beauty. Required his guests to don masks of ugly or monstrous creatures, but made of pure gold, to ensure that no one's beauty would outshine his own. But he suffered a horrible fate upon being reborn, and he was driven mad. Fleeing his ancestral home, he took his collection of gold masks with him. He spent years wandering and hiding in one ruined estate or another. His previous life had been a constant search for pleasure. The only thing that now stirs his loveless soul is refined cruelty. He can be driven to fits of blind, unreasoning jealousy if outshone by another vain or attractive individual. His followers are fanatically loyal to him. Should you dare to look upon his stony face, it could lead you to riches, or freeze, or petrify the very body to become your tomb. Third, was embittered by a life of suffering upon the hands of others. His family was slain by pirates when he was young. Shortly after, he was forced into a life of servitude before another band of pirates left him to die at sea. Days he survived, clinging only to the ship's wreckage until a shark managed to grasp hold of his arm. Dragging him downwards towards the ocean depths, death seemed imminent. But his impending death awoke a strength within him as he found himself ripping his own arm from the shark's grasp, as a powerful current bore him away from the hungry predator. Believing the current to be an elemental sent by the sea itself, that day forward, he devoted himself to the ocean, teaching himself its secrets, learning powerful water magics. Over years of lonely wandering, despising all other peoples, remembering only his harsh treatments by the merchant crew, the brutality of the pirates. He currently dons an artificial arm and is covered in barnacles. Believes to have been wronged by the world and hates all people but those as broken and as unfortunate as himself. He despises weakness in others, but in time he became aware of a call to a higher purpose, compelling him to find other examples of human philosophy to teach them about the power of the sea. His primary motivation is retribution. The world has been cruel to him, and he intends to make everyone else suffer as he has. In rot and rust, in ashes and dust, in fire and blood, in avalanche and storm, by volcano, tornado, sinkhole, snow, all paths lead to the temple. The four will lay waste to order itself. And I've seen how this world ends. Scorched by oceans, smothered in air, boiled in dirt, and drowned in flame. And he kind of stands himself back up.
Seriously, is this something that you made up, or is it another module? Because
It's another module.
okay, I was gonna say like it's totally a fucking campaign that I'm playing in Neverwinter right now. Like, well, I haven't played Neverwinter in a little while because Fallout, but yeah, I remember like I fought off like 4 people like in charge of different elements.
Yeah, buddy.
Nice.
Probably the same.
Oh lordy.
All right.
Nice.
As
So-
he gestures towards the tree, as it continues to open wider, he says, "Step through. The Desserin Valley needs your help to stop the end of the world."
Is there any chance I could just like take a branch off of it?
Yes, you can.
Yes, I can.
You need it.
Yeah.
You need it for a spell.
I do. I've been waiting for this. I'm like, any chance we walk by, like a lightning tree? Any chance this happened? And then it happened. I've been waiting for this.
Yay. Well, no, we can't step through your weird tree right now because our whole party is not here.
He says, "I will fetch the Dragonborn. There isn't time to waste."
Guys, do we even want to like go on this weird trip?
I'm tired.
Well, not right now, Cassie. Like we'll probably stop it after they decide what they're doing. But
Okay.
I have no idea.
I don't know. Sorry,
I mean, it sounds like they really need our help, but we can't really leave. We can't really leave like Nesmar just hanging there
Well,
in a tree.
Well, he's buried in a rock
Oh, he's
pile
buried
now.
he's buried underneath the house.
We don't know that.
By the way, I'm still casting the illusion of the imaginary cage because nobody's come back to tell me anything.
Crap. Can we decide this first thing next week? Give us time
We
to
can
think.
text about it and decide.
We'll figure it out.
I'm
before
sure we're
next
gonna do it
Sunday.
because that's what the next
sure we
game is
will.
about.
We don't have to do it. We could go
Well,
keep exploring that cave.
So all this destruction stuff is towards the east, correct?
Mm-hmm.
It's happening to the east.
I'm in.
I
I'm
don't know.
calling. She has a calling. So.
I'm extremely reluctant to do.
Are we doing
any
it
more
right
work.
now?
No,
No.
Megan.
I'm sorry. It's It's a long day, and
Just 8 more hours.
I mean, it's a long day, and I've been a lot of family stuff. It really makes me like,
That's fine. Just go to sleep.
You're good.
okay,
We'll see you
Okay.
Sunday.
okay. I'm sorry, but especially I felt emotionally when Cassie got stabbed, and I was kind of had a panic attack, and
It's okay. I was stabbed too. We'll pull through. Us sorcerers were stronger. Don't worry.
okay.
Yeah, can we pause it right here and wait for Ben?
Wait for our mediator.
I want to say congrats, guys, because upon killing Nesnar, the Black Spider, you guys successfully completed the Lost Mines
Yes.
of Phandelver.
Yay! We only lost 2 party members.
I know.
Additionally,
So good.
before next time, everyone is going to be level 5.
Yeah.
Yay! Level 5.
Hold on. Player's handbook. What do I get at level 5?
Nothing
I have
cool.
to go. I'm about to pee my pants, but I'm really excited.
Yeah, screw you. I might get something
Alright.
cool. You don't know my life.
Alright. I'll see you guys later.
Adios.
Bye.
See you guys later.
All right,
Bye.
level 5. +3 to proficiency